Didik TV KPM.
Hello there! You're now watching our perform on Didik TV KPM together with me, Sean Stephen, and also Miss Sim as well as Miss Kathy as the sign language interpreter. And our lesson, of course, is English Form 4, where we are talking about air pollution, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so shall we continue?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so just now we have a guided practice. Now let's look at this, okay? This will be an individual task where you will learn how to express your opinions by yourself, okay? We are going to talk about the causes and effects of air pollution. So remember those formal registers I mentioned just now and also some of the words that you may use, okay? So I would like my pupils here in the meet to talk about the causes and effects of air pollution as well. So let's listen to that. Yeah? So who would like to start first on this? Anyone? Okay, Jian Hong, yes. It's your turn now.
So first and foremost, when looking into the matter of air pollution, a main culprit is of course fossil fuels. Its effects on our atmosphere has been quite alarming, with carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide being two of the big byproducts of the burning of fossil fuels. One is dangerous to human health, while the other contributes to worsening greenhouse effect, which eventually will lead to global warming.
All right, so he mentions about like the burning of fossil fuels, which leads to greenhouse effects and global warming, right?
Yes.
Okay, how about another pupils? Let's hear from, from Jiaxuan, yes.
Well, for me, human activities in our cities sometimes affect the air quality as well. The air pollution has been a major concern around the world, as it has a serious impact on our health. It will lead to a serious cardiovascular disease such as lung cancer.
All right, that's it? Okay, so I think she mentions about the human activities, maybe like open burning, things like that, okay?
Yeah.
So she also mentions about the effect, which is bad to our health, right? It can cause lung cancer, right, if it goes to an extent. All right, so how about we listen to another pupils, yeah? Anyone here? Okay, Kianlong.
Well, in this modern era, the usage of fossil fuels and in factories increases rapidly day by day in urban areas. However, due to the lack of responsibility of factory owners, they tend to dispose their chemical waste, especially poisonous gases, without any precautions. This reckless action has caused a huge impact on the quality of air.
Okay.
All right, okay. So he mentions about the fossil fuels as well, but this time he mentions about from the factories, right? Yeah, okay, the effects, maybe it affects the quality of the air. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, how about another one? Right, we still have one more. Okay, Eileen.
Undeniably, air pollution brings a variety of pernicious effects to the environment. For instance, the emissions of gas from an air conditioner to the atmosphere will damage the ozone layer and cause global warming. This is a serious problem as it is irreversible.
All right, I see. What she means is about people using too many air conditioners, and it affects the ozone layer and also leads to this the effects for our air pollution, right? Okay, so now let's move on to see what are those possible causes of air pollution. Like just now we have heard from my pupils, right? The mentions about some of the causes of air pollution. So in your speaking, if you would like to talk about the causes of air pollution, so these may be the points that you can use for your speaking practice, okay? So let's see. All right, so first one, we talk about the human activities, right? So we talk about some of the irresponsible citizens, right? They tend to have open burnings, right? So yeah, it may be one of the cause for our air pollutions. Is there anyone here, my pupils here, would like to give more example, explain a little bit more about open burning? Anyone? Okay, Kianlong. What do you think of this point?
Open burning has become one of the causes of air pollution. This is because people are getting lazier day by day. In their opinion, proper waste disposal is very troublesome as it takes a lot of time. They tend to find the easiest ways to dispose waste, which is open burning.
Okay, I see, right? So he mentions that maybe people get lazier and they just find the easiest way, right? To get rid of maybe their rubbish or anything else. So they just burn it. Okay, yeah. Then we have this second point, yeah, where you can talk about the emission gases, from our vehicles, yeah, from the cars. So this is also one of the common issues, right, for the causes of our air pollutions, yeah? And then we have this high density of human populations. So if we have the high density of human populations, then we tend to use more air conditioners.
Yeah.
So maybe we have more cars on the road, yeah? So this will lead to air pollution as well. Okay, so next is about toxic gases from factories or construction sites. You never know what kind of gases, right? The emissions from the factories, right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so yeah, those are the possible causes. Now we talk about the possible effects of air pollutions, right? Okay, so for the possible effects of air pollutions, yeah, the first one. Okay, we may have a higher risk of respiratory diseases. For example, like just now, our pupils here mentions about lung cancer, right?
Yes.
It may also affect our heart or lung, so we may have heart failure as well. Yeah, so it is quite risky, especially for our respiratory system, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have this affecting human lifestyle because of the low visibility when we have like the air being polluted, so we have haze, then you cannot see very well, right? So the low visibility also affects our daily activities because you couldn't see very well, so you cannot carry out a lot of outdoor activities,
That's
right?
true.
And sometimes the air is very harmful to our health as well. So it will affect our activities daily, yeah? Okay, then we have this ecological imbalance. But for this one, I would like my pupils here to explain a little bit more.
Okay.
So any one of you would like to try on this point? Jian-Hong? All right, okay, Jian-Hong.
Okay, so from my knowledge, the ecological imbalance that air pollution brings is from the buildup of smog, which blocks out sunlight from plants to undergo photosynthesis. This can decrease the quality of air overall and disrupt the ecosystem.
Yeah, so it will be affecting the photosynthesis of the plants, Again, sometimes it blocks the sunlight from coming in. So when it affects the plants, it would indirectly affects the animals, then it will affect the whole ecosystem.
That's true.
Yeah, right, that's true. So he gets it correctly. Okay, then we have the last one, the greenhouse effect that leads to global warming, right? We also mentioned it previously. So this greenhouse effect is actually quite dangerous as well because it traps all the heat, right? When we have this smog, right, or the haze there, and it also brings up to the global warming where the temperature will goes up. Yeah, so it is very dangerous to every human beings or any living things. Yeah,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and with the information that Miss Sim has shared with us, hopefully you can use this as your practice for the speaking lesson. Yeah, speaking exercises. And right now we're going to take a short break. Back to you after this on Upper Form on Didik TV KPM.